Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Lament of the Living Canvas. Once upon a moonlit night in the quiet town of Eldritch Hollow, renowned painter Victor Blackthorne discovered a mysterious tapestry hidden away in the depths of an ancient, dilapidated mansion. The threads were woven with an otherworldly energy that beckoned him to unleash its secrets upon the world. Ignoring the warnings etched in dust-covered books, Victor couldn't resist the allure of the cursed tapestry, and he decided to create his magnum opus, a living canvas. As Victor began to paint on the cursed tapestry, he felt an unsettling connection between his brush and the threads. The images he painted seemed to breathe with a life of their own. Intricate scenes of ethereal landscapes and ghastly figures emerged, each stroke bringing forth a whispered lament from the living canvas. The boundary between Victor's art and reality started to blur. The painted landscapes began to seep into his studio, and shadows cast by imaginary trees danced upon the walls. The figures on the canvas manifested in the dim corners of his atelier, lurking in the periphery of his vision. Victor was both fascinated and horrified by the surreal transformation, but he couldn't bring himself to stop. One fateful evening, as the air grew thick with an otherworldly tension, Victor painted a haunting portrait of a woman with hollow eyes and a mournful expression. The moment the final brushstroke touched the canvas, a chilling wind swept through the studio. The painted woman stepped out of the portrait, her movements mirroring the strokes of Victor's brush. She looked at him with a spectral gaze and whispered, "You have awakened us." The living canvas pulsated with an eerie energy, absorbing Victor's every fear and emotion. The painted world now bled into his reality. Eldritch Hollow itself seemed to morph into a twisted version of his darkest nightmares. Victor's once charming town turned into a spectral landscape filled with grotesque versions of his own creations. Driven to madness by the merging of his art and reality, Victor tried to destroy the cursed tapestry. But with each attempt, the living canvas retaliated, turning his torment into nightmarish images that echoed through the haunted corridors of the mansion. Desperation consumed Victor as he realized he was trapped in a world of his own creation. Haunted by the painted figures, Victor wandered through the distorted streets of Eldritch Hollow, each step echoing a lament from the living canvas. The townsfolk, now grotesque reflections of his art, became tormented souls bound to the curse he had unleashed. Victor, too, became a part of the tapestry, his essence woven into the threads, forever trapped in the twisted masterpiece he had created. The once silent mansion now echoed with the mournful whispers of the living canvas, a testament to the folly of an artist who dared to blur the lines between imagination and reality. The curse lingered, waiting for another unsuspecting soul to stumble upon the forbidden tapestry and continue the lament of the living canvas. Years passed, and the town of Eldritch Hollow became shrouded in an aura of dread. The mansion, now a forsaken relic, stood as a testament to the tragedy that had unfolded within its walls. Locals spoke in hushed tones about the painter who had vanished into his own creations, warning curious souls to steer clear of the haunted estate. However, fate had a way of drawing the unsuspecting into its web, and a new artist named Isabella Gray arrived in Eldritch Hollow. Intrigued by the tales of the cursed tapestry, she couldn't resist the allure of the abandoned mansion. Isabella, an ambitious painter seeking inspiration, entered the decaying structure, unaware of the malevolent force that awaited her. As Isabella explored the darkened corridors, she discovered the forgotten studio of Victor Blackthorne. The air was thick with an oppressive energy, and the living canvas, now adorned with Victor's tormented visage, hung ominously on the wall. Isabella, captivated by the eerie beauty of the cursed tapestry, felt an irresistible compulsion to paint. Using a brush she found in the abandoned studio, Isabella began to weave her own narrative into the living canvas. Her strokes revealed scenes of both beauty and horror, each image bringing forth a chorus of whispers from the cursed threads. Unbeknownst to her, the boundaries between the painted world and reality began to blur once again. Isabella's painted landscapes materialized within the mansion, and the shadows cast by her imagined creatures danced in the corners of her vision. She reveled in the intoxicating power of creation, unaware that she was treading the same treacherous path as Victor Blackthorne. As Isabella delved deeper into her artistic trance, the painted figures on the living canvas took on a life of their own. They emerged from their two-dimensional confines, haunting the studio like specters hungry for release. The air resonated with the lamentations of trapped souls, echoing the anguish of those who had succumbed to the curse before. One by one, the painted entities manifested in Eldritch Hollow, twisting the town into a surreal nightmare. Isabella, oblivious to the consequences of her art, continued to paint her creations mirroring the tormented spirits that now roamed the cursed streets. The once quiet town became a chaotic realm where the boundaries of reality and imagination intertwined with malevolent intent. As the curse tightened its grip on Isabella, she found herself drawn into the living canvas, where the tormented spirits awaited her. The mansion, now a gateway between worlds, pulsated with an otherworldly energy. Isabella's essence became entwined with the cursed threads, and her face joined the ghostly gallery on the living canvas. Eldritch Hollow fell into an eternal twilight, a realm where the painted and the living coexisted in a macabre dance. The mansion, now a spectral beacon, drew the curious and the unsuspecting, perpetuating the lament of the living canvas. The cursed tapestry awaited its next victim, an artist who would unknowingly continue the cycle, forever blurring the lines between creation and damnation. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like, and even better, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I hope you have had or have a great day.